Thank you very much for that kind introduction, Cameron. This is the agenda that I'll cover with you this morning, but pretty much as Cameron said, it's really a story about just starting, how we started our innovation program, why we started it, and what we did, and hopefully some of what I talk about will be inspirational to some of you or useful. Innovation is not new to Baxter. We've been around for about 80 years and we have a very strong history of innovation. We were the first to commercialise IV fluid, intravenous fluid. We were the first to make the commercial artificial kidney, and there's a whole list of other things that we do there. I guess, and we have made a huge investment in research and development, and that investment is on the increase, not on the decrease. And most of that product development has been driven out of North America, although recently it is moving into the Asia-Pacific sphere, which is quite interesting because we've recognised that that's where our growing market is going to be, and that products that are conceived and invented and developed in North America are not necessarily going to translate into this growing market. Why the innovation process? Okay, there were a number of catalysts for this. The first, which is not really on this slide, was that myself and 3 colleagues were given the opportunity to participate in the leadership program, and we were given an assignment of coming up with some commercial innovations for our business. And we sat there, and this was something that we had to do over a 6-month period of time, and we didn't know where to start. We're looking up innovation in the dictionary. We're saying, what the hell are we going to do here? How do we come up with an idea? Anyway, so we went out. We thought, we're not going to find the answer sitting here. We're going to go out into the world. And that's where we discovered things like the Hargreaves Institute. And Alan put us in touch with a bunch of other companies. Roche was one of those companies that we spoke to. We went and spoke to Coke. We spoke to Deloitte. We spoke to Westpac. And we collected all this information about what people were doing around innovation, and we were sort of blown away because we weren't doing anything like that at a local level. So the process. We didn't start from scratch. What we did, we met people along the way when we were doing our research. Hargreaves Institute, we reached out to Alan and his team, and they came and talked to us about their accreditation program. We really didn't want to be credited, we just wanted to get started. Alan talked to us about some great ideas and concepts, and again, we talked to other companies that were in that program, and we felt that his program would give us the right form and structure for something that would be sustainable going forward. The fundamentals, okay, this is where I say, what did we do? We stole with pride. We didn't reinvent anything. So what you are going to see is, you've heard from Natalie, from Phil, we used the contacts that we'd made and really introduced a volunteer program we call them energizers, Natalie calls them activists. We have a council. We built an intranet toolkit, which is a place where all of our material that anybody can go and access on SharePoint. It's also where we can submit ideas, where people can assess ideas. We developed our handbook, which has our charter, and importantly, as I think Natalie mentioned, being a large multinational corporation, you often get programs delivered down to you from the top. You've got to do this program, and everybody's got to have so many continuous improvement ideas and so many power-up ideas, etc. We wanted to link those into our local innovation program because they're all relevant and they're all good and they all get a lot of funding. They don't necessarily resonate, particularly with Australians. This is our evaluation tool. So Hargreaves have got a great assessment sheet, which we also use. This is a graphic that Ken uses in his program. We put these are our things that we considered to be our 10 important drivers, I guess, but it just enables someone to look at their idea and see where it fits on the scale. And if there's an area that's particularly weak, it may not do anything for the environment. Can we do anything about that idea to pull it out, make it better in that area? It may not meet customer needs, it may not deliver cost saving, can we make it any better? Of course, if your idea is sort of hovering around in here somewhere, then the person that's assessing it will probably think, maybe it's not the world's best idea anyway. but it's just a very useful graphic to help. This is our scorecard. It's come up quite well actually. You can read some of them, that's good. So this is a snapshot of what the scoreboard looked like in 2012. Now, yes, it's just an Excel thing. It's pretty basic. But we're doing all this in a hurry. The key things here, I guess, this is completed innovations, of course. You can't put this is not where the ideas are. This is just things that have been completed. You can see we've got a whole range of different things. You have the innovation itself. We then have the person. So that's the person that came up with the idea or put all the energy into making it happen, what department they come from, what country, were there any dollar savings. Now you can see a lot of them haven't got dollar savings, and we're really rigorous about this. If it's just an efficiency improvement that didn't actually mean a dollar saving because we didn't remove someone from the organisation and bank their salary, then we don't count it as a dollar saving. We're really kind of very tough on ourselves, and that's because we didn't want finance to come back and say, well, where's the 900,000 that you saved in the innovation program, etc. And that is the figure that we did bank last year, just after our 6 months of launch, so it was pretty impressive. We're very competitive because we're a commercial affiliate. Everyone's competitive, so we've grouped things. We provide these graphs. Which department is doing the most in terms of number of innovations, dollars of innovations, Australia and New Zealand. Of course, we had to have that. And I guess the other thing, while I've got this, we're very big on the big screens at Baxters, so not so much paper, but every canteen or breakout area has a big screen, and we've got the big screens above the photocopiers, etc. And so our comms team have constantly got things going up on the big screen, and we put these sort of graphs up. We display the scoreboard a couple of times a quarter, give people an idea where it's going. We created something called the Digital Hall of Fame. As I said, we're big on digital screens. So every innovation that is completed and gets on the scoreboard, we use this template where we talk about describe what is it in one paragraph, what have we done, and who is the innovator. So for every innovation, and these slides appear on these big screens in about 5 at a time sort of thing. So people get recognition for what they've done, and people also get a sense of, wow, that's another innovation that we've just done. And so they're getting a sense of the fact that we are really innovative. And the surprise benefits, so the couple of surprise benefits, I mentioned that one of the things that we blitzed was how to measure a non-commercial business unit, and we did that, and guess who won? That's me! IT won the first non-commercial business unit award of the year last year. It was so exciting, I can't tell you. So that was absolute surprise benefit that I would never have anticipated that would happen, but we're very happy about it. And then I guess on another personal level, as I mentioned, I've been in IT for 25 plus years, all my life. I've worked in different industries, so travel, insurance, contact centre, logistics, healthcare, but always as an IT director, etc. But this year I applied for the customer support position, a real job in the business, dealing with real customers, and I was successful in getting that, and I was able to keep my IT role as well. And I absolutely 100% believe that it was because of my involvement in this innovation process. It gave me the exposure. It demonstrated that I could deliver on the goods when we needed to, that we could actually create something and get the energy going, etc. So it was, inspire and achieve, I guess, coming back to the theme of the conference. And I can say that the other people that have been in the program that really put energy in have also really got some personal benefit back from it. They've been recognised as high achievers in the organisation, etc. So it's really delivered on that level as well.
Thanks so much, Marise. Appreciate the hands together.